welcome to Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas. Site of tonight's Fort Worth Screen Printing Cup Series race, part of the DGS Racing.com Sidewinder Racing Leagues. We watched the 97 Lucas Hoytsma head out for his qualifying attempt. He was the fastest car in practice. Second quick was Hayden Lowell in the 67. So we'll keep an eye on these two on their qualifying efforts. Only about a tenth separated these two cars, and then it was quite a gap back to Peter Tario in the 30 VP Racing Fuels Camaro. He's blown the corner. Remember, all this just a warm-up lap. They haven't started their first times laps yet. Heading back around to start finish to pick that up. While they do that, I'll find me a track map. Hoytsma works his way into what they call the stadium section. Goes around that little concert amphitheater venue there. Very slow corners through here. Head down the straightaway front stretch. That's where the race will start, right there across the start finish line, up the hill into a very sharp left-hand turn number 1. So we can go on board with Hoytsma. I think that'd be a fun thing to do as we head out of 2 down into 2, I should say. Slight turn here for 3. There's 4. Back to 5. All the way around 6. Then into 7. These corners go by fast going through that section. And this is 7. That little bend is 10, so we had 8, 9 in there. This is turn 11. Big wide entry into it. A lot of cars will think that they can dive in there to outbrake people and get in over their head. To be a little bit of a drama zone. Same story down here in 12, another long straightaway to a braking zone. And this is back to the stadium section, 13. And then into 14. Back left here, 15. And for some reason, he calls this carousel 4 different corners on this track map I'm looking at. And that one, and that one, and then that one. It's hard to find them all. It's just one big long right-hander to me. And then you got 19 here. And you come down to 20. Final corner. Head back onto the main straightaway, and that completes a lap. You should see that big elevation change right after the start finish. Should go uphill into turn 1. Which was Calamity Corner when they raced the actual Cup cars here. Always something going on here. Formula 1 race has seen quite a lot of drama there too. Hoytsma puts up the fastest time with a 2:13.21. Hayden Lowell 1 full second back of that in second. Should go back through the S's with Hoytsma. This one where it's going to be really fun. Cody Cleaver posts the 3rd best time. Bikey in 4th. Paul Gallimore posts the 5th best time. Try to get the acceleration down as you head through this little kink. Try to carry as much speed as you can for this straightaway. Drop into the braking zone. Turn 11. Swing out wide. You got a long stretch. Stretch your legs out a little bit as you head down to 12. Probably want to start braking right around here. Long braking zone down into 12. You'll see a lot of guys down in 1st gear through there. Back into the carousel. 16, 17, and 18. And the left-hander 19, left-hander 20, and that will be Hoytsman's qualifying attempt. Off of turn 20, back towards the start-finish in the 97. See if his second lap is any quicker. A 2:12 for Hoytsma. Goodness gracious. Well, as Peters jumps up ahead of Hayden Lull into 0-1. Hayden on pit road, so not going to have a second attempt. Hayden will start no better than 3rd. So we watch the 0-1 make their way around. Cody Cleaver across the stripe. 2:13 for Cleaver puts him up to 2nd. That was Cleaver's 2nd lap. Peters on their 2nd lap. "12 cars have put a valid lap in so far. We have 17 showing up and registering for this one. My guess is we'll have 16 starting. See Peters out of 11 on the long straightaway to 12. "14 months officially it's on there." Nice, Adam. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Peters through the stadium section. See a little bit of lockup on the left front there. I'm sure we'll see a lot of that. Setup is so bad. I believe you. I got out there and test drove it myself. I believe you. But that's what iRacing gives us, and that's what we give you. That way everyone's on a level playing field and everyone can practice it at any time. Peter's 2nd lap, almost identical to the 1st lap. 2:14.2 in both laps. The 2nd lap slightly slower, will remain 3rd. We have Jackson Carr we can show you somewhere on the track. There we go. 32 seconds left for Carr to try to complete a lap here. See what part of the track we're on. That's going to invalidate the lap. A little too wide there. Can't do that on your timed lap. Do that during the race. With your timed lap, you cannot go off track. So Carr's lap would have counted, but not quite able to keep it on track. 12 cars put an official time in. Lucas Hoytsma will be your pole sitter for tonight's race. Let's see if we can get a chat with pole sitter Lucas Hoytsma. No, he's not in chat. Can't talk to Lucas. Now he's in. Must have heard me. Lucas, DG, got a copy?
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm here now.
I was like, you must have heard me. Well, congrats on the pole here. Hayden was very quick in practice, not quite able to back it up in qualifying, but who do you feel is going to be your main competition here for this one?
Well, that 2 car came out of nowhere. I mean, he has pretty good speed. He's only guy to run a 13, so I think he's definitely one to watch. And like I said, Hayden, me and him had a really good battle at Road Atlanta last season here in the Cup Series, so I'm looking for him to be right on my bumper again. And the 01, I mean, a lot of speed back there too. I mean, there's a lot of speed through this field, and it's really easy to make a mistake at this track. So, I mean, speed is one thing, and keeping it consistent is another.
100%. I was never fast, but keep it on the track, and you'll be at least the top half of the field.
Absolutely.
All right, bud. Good luck to you.
Thanks.
Lucas Hoytsman in the 97. We do have all 17 cars starting tonight,
Stage is
so that's
locked in.
cool.
Sorry about that, by the way. Trying to fix some stuff.
So there you go. Stage end of lap 10. Just watch the field.
Did you say lap 100?
Oh my gosh. Working into the stadium section here. Go ahead and give you a quick starting lineup as the field is on a short pace lap. It's like a half lap. We saw Lucas Hoytsman in the 97 on pole, starts alongside the 2 of Cody Cleaver, Mohawk Branding Chevrolet. Lilith Peters in the Luna Steak Sauce Camaro starts in the 3rd position. Hayden Lowell, the Napa Mustang, starts in 4th, making his debut in the Cup Series. Montrose, the Bass Pro Chevy, starts 5th. Brandon Bikey, Team Watson Racing Setup Chevy, starts in the 6th spot. Paul Gallimore, Team Watson Racing Setup Chevrolet, starts in the 7th spot. Justin Horton in the Luna Steak Sauce Camaro starts in the 8th spot. Jeremy Scherer's Circle Chevy starts in the 9th spot. Quinn Newton, Labor 12 Chevy, 10th. Mike Edwards, KVRP Toyota in 11th. Ethan Evers, KVRP Toyota in 12th. Then you have Peter Tario's VP Racing Fuels Camaro starting 13th. Jackson Carr, the Mustang Camry, starts in 14th. Scott Elson Traxxas Camry in 15th. Mark Dingman, the Team Work Chevy in 16th. And Daniel Llewellyn, the Labor 12 Camaro, starts 17th. Whew. Pace car is diving off. Field heads through turn 20. Onto the front straightaway. Have to wait for the green flag before they can start accelerating. Green flag in the air. It felt like we had to wait forever there. Cody Cleaver gets a good send up the top here. Hoyt is going to have the short way around this turn. He takes it a bit shallow. Cleaver, oh, Hoytsman gets out of shape. Mikey goes long. 14 of Edwards is around. Jeremy Scherer, Daniel Llewellyn stacked up back there. No cautions in this race. As you can see, our tracker doesn't know how to handle that. Just put it on. Nope. How about? Nope. How about? There we go. Trying to learn how to do things on a timed race. We got it working now. Oh no, who was that? Is that Dingman? When Newton's around, it's calamity. Calamity everywhere.
Oh, my bad. I thought you went off the track there. That's just my bad.
Let's go back and see what happens to Quinn Newton. Bikey and Newton. They make contact. Hayden's had an issue. See some damage to Hayden's car. Hayden was right behind Lucas. Loses it coming over the hill there. Hits the inside guardrail. That was Hayden Lowell in 2nd place. One of our...
Make sure you get a lap though for points.
Yeah, because I'm worried about points. First start.
So Hoytsville leads over Montrose now. Cleaver in 2nd. Tario in
I think
4th
I'm
spot there.
mathematically eliminated from the playoffs due to start.
Jackson Carr in 5th.
It's a joke.
Bikey working by
I know,
Horton
I'm
here.
just saying, I think I can still make it, actually, now that I think about it.
Lilith Peters.
You cannot.
I will use my admin privileges to get absolutely nothing, okay?
Not
This
this
is
series, you won't.
Hayden says take out the 97 in turn 1, and then Hayden
So wait,
wrecks
I
on
can use
lap
my
1.
admin privileges to get something?
My
You know he was
gosh.
joking, right?
Everyone's joking. No one's serious about any of this. Calm down.
I was just joking.
I know it's fun, running it out awkwardly long.
Hayden on pit
You
road.
just kidding.
Guess we're going to see a fast repair and see how high he can rebound, or is he calling it quits? He's going to take tires, so he's still going for it. Daniel Llewellyn, something's gone wrong on the 23. He's just putt-putting. A casual cruise out there for Llewellyn. Hayden says they're done. Looks like Daniel's going to get his lap done. we're gonna watch and celebrate. Go get him, Daniel.
Lucas Horstman wins.
There it is. Daniel Llewellyn across the line. Every car completed lap 1. Even Hayden. Whitesville well out front now by 6 seconds over Ian Montrose, with Cody Cleaver in 3rd. Tario in the 4th spot. Looks like Tario is about to set up Cleaver, going down to 12. Long braking zone. Tario is going to suck back in line. Cleaver ran it wide. That might give Tario the position, and it does. Cleaver a bit too far out there. Let's ride with the 54 going board. So watch
There he
the...
goes.
Oh my gosh, Montrose off track. That's going to move Jackson up. Jackson now 4th. Montrose going a little too deep there. Peter Tario finds himself in 2nd now. 7.5 seconds already behind Lucas Hoytsma. That's a bit insane.
I think me and Jackson had the best first 2 laps ever.
I would show you the field from the back of Lucas Hoytsma's car, but it's too far away already. You can't see Lucas ahead anywhere. He gone. Stage points are coming at the end of lap 10. We estimate this race will maybe be around 20 laps. It's a 50-minute timed race. Two laps complete. Hoytsma's lead already 8 seconds. We watch this 3-car battle. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Jump up ahead 1 car. Cody Cleaver trying to chase down Dario for that 2nd spot once again. It was a mistake by Cleaver that gave Dario the spot in the first place. Really like Dario's line through there. Of course, there's no off tracks to worry about. I mean, you still get the incident point total, but it doesn't go against your license or anything, so why not use all the track you can? It's faster. Dario absolutely taking advantage of that. Cleaver keeping it a little more tidy. Let's jump up to Lucas and try to see the field from the back of his car. Nope.
You have a call. Thanks, man.
Carr, Bikey, Peters, Montrose as 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th all nose to tail here. Get a little bit of action going on anyway. And cheat 97. Montrose go off track on that first lap. That's how he found himself back in 7th, was running in the top 3. Peters trying to make a move on Bikey just ahead. Bikey's going to go out wide in the 27. Looks like Bikey went ahead and gave up the spot to Peters, trying to hold off Montrose. Montrose going to dive it down the inside here. Push Bikey out wide there. Dang, Dalton. This is not fun. Montrose trying to give that one car a ride like Chastain does, but a little overcooked it there, and Bikey gets right back by. New York Ezekiel, welcome. That's what I'm going with. It could be Nye Ezekiel, I have no idea. Hi, welcome. Thank you for the follows. We watch this mid-pack battle. Jackson Carr, Lilith Peters, 27 of Bikey, and the 1 of Montrose. Jackson Carr gets a little deep in the braking zone there. Lilith Peters going to take over 4th. Take a quick look back as Carr goes up the hill. Going to get a little deep. Locks up the left front. Peters is going to take that spot away. So now Peters leads this 4-car pack. Jackson Carr back to 5th. Bikey 6th. Montrose still 7th. And Justin Horton 18 seconds back of that pack in 8th. You have Ethan Evers in 9th, 3 seconds back of Horton. Behind Evers, you have Gallimore in the 17. And Mike Edwards in the 14. Jeremy Scher in the 15.
Sorry.
Ethan Evers is around. Oh.
You're all good. I jumped that little curve there.
Ethan caught the curb and then caught Gallimore by surprise and went around. 26 gets it back on track, gets going again.
Yeah, it looked like you were going to actually cut the corner, and then here you come.
You have Scott Elson on pit road.
Not gonna be honest, I thought you could go through that, but you can't.
Yeah, I have an appointment tomorrow for those things, Delta. Hoytsma cross the line, picks up another lap led. Led all 5 so far. Halfway to our stage. Closest car is 12 seconds back. Peter Terrio in 2nd. Cody Cleaver in 3rd. Lilith Peters in 4th. Jackson Carr 5th. Montrose has gotten by Bikey, and now Montrose gets by Jackson Carr. Montrose up to 5th now. Carr back to 6th. Bikey to the back of this field in 7th. These 4 putting on a decent show in the mid-pack. It's amazing to watch all these off tracks pop up. Justin Horton in 8th. Here's Gallimore 9th. Mike Edwards, Jeremy Scher 10th and 11th. Ethan Evers in 12th. Looks like Scott Elson has called it a day. Scott Elson parked the car in 16th on pit road. Mark Dingman 13th. when Newton... Looks like he just looped it right as we clicked on him. I think that was turn 20. Yeah, gets a little out of shape through 20. Back in comes around on him. And there's Daniel Llewellyn. Daniel gone a lap down out there, making laps in the 23. Locks up the rear. I've never seen that. left rear tire locked up on Daniel Llewellyn's car. That was strange looking. See Gallimore behind him. That is 9th place. There is Justin Horton closing in on him. I think that's 8th place. That's about where Daniel's off track here. He goes deep to let these guys through. Find Lucas. Lucas heading up the hill to turn 1. Let's see if we can have a word with him. Hi, Lucas.
Hi.
Figured you're just out there strolling, cruising 13 seconds up. Wouldn't mind chatting.
Oh yeah, oh, we're good.
All right. So how's the track feeling? Is it nice and slick, or got it under control? How's it feeling?
It's a little loose under throttle, but a little bit of risk management, I guess you could call it, on the throttle side. It makes it manageable. Kind of doing it like the real life guys here, cutting that apron through that corkscrew. Feels pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Use all the track down here through the kink. Saw Hayden absolutely die earlier going through there. That was unfortunate.
Yeah, Hayden was talking about you wrecking in turn number 1, and then he wrecks on lap number 1, so it seemed kind of fair, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, he all of a sudden I look at my mirror, he's right there, and then see his front end nosed into the wall.
Then it was, I'm done. He came, he wrecked, he conquered pit road.
I was worried about him, but get up here now. Yeah,
I mean, it's Hayden. You just, you know, if he doesn't have it go exactly his way, it's probably going to end this way. It's one of the two. There's no in between. So what's your favorite part of the track as you go through the stadium section here?
I'd say the S's, and then a little bit after it. This part I don't really like. The carousel's like the worst part of this track by far.
Yeah, I don't enjoy the carousel. Hayden said that was the best hap lap he ever drove.
That was messy. Nobody saw that.
I mean, we're all watching you and hanging out, chatting, but you know, no big deal. You're still leading by 15 seconds, so it's not much to sweat about.
Oh, I gotta get every lap perfect.
Then you'll only win by an extra 20 seconds. I mean, what's the difference? Well, since you're here, what's the pit strategy? We're gonna go just past halfway in the pit?
Well, if my math before the race was correct, we might be able to go to the end without pitting for fuel. But if not, I mean, I'll just run it out all the way, since tires do not matter in the next gen at road courses for some reason.
Which is dumb, because it was kind of the whole point of them in the first place.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mean, there's no point in pitting early.
Hey Lucas, you should
Put
spin
yourself in a
out
bad spot.
and then flip on one of the curbs.
Okay, I'll go do that once I.
Let me get right on that.
And then when you do that, just like stop for a little bit too, so I have enough time to catch up.
Jeez, that's we're not even halfway, and the field's already asking you to wreck.
How hard I'm driving it right now. It's like. It's like.
I mean, you're barely even breaking the car loose, so I'm not too worried.
Hey, these cars, they fool you. Go in there thinking you got all the grip, then it just whoop, goes around on you.
That is true. All right, well, I'm going to let you get back to driving your race car, and I'm going to bring Daniel up here just to laugh.
Oh boy, okay, have fun with that.
Okay, bye. Daniel.
Yeah, I know, I suck ass. I'm horrible here.
Hey, you're beating Hayden.
Hey, I'm just making laps, getting out of the way.
10-4. Oh man. How
I
much?
just overdrove one.
How much do you hate this place?
I hate this place. I mean, if I could shove it up someone's, you know what, I would.
Their earlobe? Their ear canal? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, I'm wishing you was out here with me.
Just so you could have someone else terrible?
Well, no, you'd be better than me anyways.
It'd still be a battle of who's worse, I think.
Man, I just don't know the track and the breaking points. Lucas is just putting on a clinic.
I mean, I know the track decent enough. I just suck that much that it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
Aren't you from Texas?
Yeah, but I hate this track.
It is very technical. I'll give you that.
Well, like Lucas said, you got to make sure you get that run off the exit. That's the whole thing about this track.
Yep, get the power down.
Yep.
Difficult to do in these fickle things.
You ain't lying. You think I'm driving 50?
So, we're going to come in for a pit stop, get a bottle of Jack, and get back out there?
Yeah, if I'm going to try to make the whole race, I'm probably going to have to take a couple shots.
All right, bud. Have some fun out there, all right?
You too, man. Thanks.
Daniel Llewellyn, currently running 15th. I just wanted to bring him up here because I know he'd be fun. Let's see how Quinn's doing. Quinn, DG up in the booth, you got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Well, sir, last car in lead lap. How we feeling out there?
This sucks.
I mean, that's
This
true.
is terrible.
It's a miserable track.
If I spin Daniel out here, am I going to get in trouble?
If you do it like Denny Hamlin and admit to doing it, yes. But if you make it look accidental, I can't do anything about it.
Alright. He knew it, we were talking. I go, if I spin you out here, you're going to be upset. And he goes, nah, I'm already far enough back. So I'm like, alright.
That's funny.
I think I give you some excitement here because this can't be much fun for you.
That's why I'm hopping around chatting with everybody. Because, it's all spread out now. Not a whole lot going on.
This is not. I mean, I don't really have an expertise in anything, but this is definitely not.
Yeah, COTA in these cars is. It takes a certain level of road course love to get there, and I don't think too many oval people are going to have it.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Lucas just runs a ton of laps here this last week, so I figured he was going to just blow everybody away. In fact, I've held him off this long, though, as an accomplishment. It's spun like 4 times.
Jeez.
So
we only caught one of them, so you kind of totaled yourself.
Yeah. No, it's been a few times. This has been a struggle, but I mean, I think it'd be fun if I just didn't suck so bad, honestly.
Yeah, I think that's true for us all, though.
Right? I mean, I'm not sure. I was talking to Lucas about this beforehand. I don't know if I've ran a road course race in these before.
Oh wow, at all? Not even like the Glen?
I don't drive these cars very often, and
Gotcha.
I don't hardly ever run E-Fix, so the only time I really run them is on Wednesday nights. So maybe it has, but I don't. Not that I can think of.
Yeah, they're better suited for the Glen. Like, this is such a technical course that it's difficult for these cars to be any fun.
Right, for sure. Oh, that's a turtle.
A little bit. All right. Well, I'll let you get back to focusing and trying to hold off Daniel and Lucas for all of
you. Appreciate it.
It's Quinn Newton. Currently in the 14th spot. We're just having fun hopping around, chit-chatting with folks. Let's go find Mark Dingman. I don't know if Mark's going to be cool with us talking to him, so I'm going to ask first. Mark, you cool with the interview?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Just hanging out in the back here.
Heck yeah, you're 13th. Still in a lead lap. Doing good so far. Doing good. How's it feeling out there? You getting used to the track a little bit?
Yeah, it's taken me the whole race, but I'm starting to get a feel for it. I'm not going to get any faster, but maybe a little smoother.
There you go. Well, looks like learning a little bit anyway, right? And the track is it's so big. It's just it's not quite Road America big, but it's pretty big.
Yeah, and not exactly the biggest road guy, but fun to try it every now and then.
Exactly, and most of us aren't. I think this is the only one on the schedule for the season. So once we get through here, pick up the free points of all the people that didn't show up and move on.
Exactly.
All right, but
I'll probably pick up a spot today.
Yes, sir. I was just popping in to say good luck.
Thanks.
We'll put him back up in his chat as we are coming to the end of lap number 10, which will be our stage points. We're going to have to hit the button multiple times because Hoytsman is so far out front. Works his way through 19 down into 20. Make his way out of 20 onto the front straightaway. He'll come pick up the bonus points at the end of lap 10. And then we'll wait a long time. For the 30. Hasn't even gotten to turn 20 yet. Oh no, Daniel Llewellyn spins out there. Keeps it out of the way. Dario picks up 9 points there. Here comes Lilith Peters. We still have to keep the button getting clicked. Montrose will get 7 points in the number 1. Cody Cleaver picks up some points there. Bikey. Jackson Carr will pick up 4. And then a ways back to Gallimore. We just have to bide our time till Gallimore comes around to the front. It's going through the carousel. Out of the carousel into 19. And the short shoot down to 20 as the pit road entrance is on the left. Around comes Paul Gallimore. Going to pick up 3 points there at the end of the halfway marker. Looks like Justin Horton going to pick up 2 points. And this battle between my cars. Mike Edwards, Ethan Evers battling for that last point. Here it comes. Mike Edwards going to pick up that point. Mike Edwards, Jeremy Scher, Ethan Evers, 3 of the Fort Worth Screen Printing Esports teammates. Not near the front, but I'm sure they're having a ball, racing around one another at least. Mark Dingman. Dingman's still on the lead lap at halfway. No points on offer outside the top 10, but made it to halfway on the lead lap as Newton's been lapped by his teammate. Newton just locked up the left rear. That's the second time we've seen that, both on CTC cars. There's Lucas heading down into turn number 1. He starts lap 12. And then some 20 seconds later, Ario's going to come through here. We'll see if anyone gets tires now that we've made it halfway. So far, no one's come down. Surprised maybe Jackson Carr did. And Carr pushed early. He used his stuff up and then drifted back to 7th. I think that was Edwards selling his 2 teammates' staff off. Gets a little deep there. Let's go on board the 26 and watch out the front. Although we got reports that the 54 may have had an issue. Oh my gosh, right on that back bumper. Evers trying to get inside the 15 of Scher. Comes out of 18 down into the left-hand 19. Edwards locks up the wheels. Scher is going to get to the inside, have the preferred line for turn 20. Scher then locks up the front, left, right. I think that's going to give Edwards a spot, and then Scher might also lose it to Ethan Evers as they head up the hill to 1. Ethan might back off and let him have it. Edwards locking up again. See the smoke coming off that left front. It's probably the most fun going on the track right now. It's the only cars that are close to each other. Everything else is so spread out. Oh my gosh, Edwards going airborne there. Probably going to get a time penalty of some sort there. These guys are having a blast. Peters is actually reeling in second place Dario. Oh, big wobble out of the one. That's going to cost some time. Had it down under a second and a half, but now it's back up to almost 3. Cher's gotten around Edwards. They're just having a blast between these 3 cars. All 3 fighting for that last spot in the top 10. And Carr has come down pit road. Would have thought they would come a lap earlier, but here they are. Carr hits the box. Had a pretty sizable delta over 8th place. I think he'll still lose the spot, but we'll have quicker car when he gets back out there. Gallimore 3 seconds behind. And there goes Gallimore. So Gallimore will pass him, but then Carr is going to have the better tires going forward. And come out just behind Gallimore. Gallimore locking up into 1. Looks like Quinn Newton's called it a day on the 88 team. Newton out of this one 15 minutes to go, 16 and a half. Watch this battle. Jackson Carr trying to run down Gallimore to get in the fresh tires. And come out of the S section, down through the kink, and down to turn 11. See if Jackson goes for the outbrake maneuver here. Gets down to the inside. And takes the spot away. Jackson Carr back up to 7th. Now 40 seconds behind Bikey. We'll see if that gap is able to come down at all with those fresh tires. I don't think it's going to matter that much, but I think Carr is going to feel much better on those fresh tires. Hoist was still out front, 22 seconds the gap over Dario. Lilith Peters starting to trim that lead back down once again. Just had to start all over from 3 seconds back. Ian Montrose in the 4th spot, ahead of Cody Cleaver, the teammate, in 5th. See some right side damage to that Mohawk branding Camaro. Here's Brandon Bikey in 6th. This is kind of a 5-car battle from 2nd to 6th that could still change hands in these last 15 minutes, and then you have a long gap back to Carr and Gallimore. Gallimore has 16 seconds over Horton. Horton has 24 seconds over Jeremy Scher. Scher's still got Edwards and the 26 of Ethan Evers. And then, as you saw in the background right there, it is Lucas Hoytsma coming to lap him. Lucas stepping out the back end there. So we're 2/3 of the way through this timed event. Our timer is estimating 21 laps. We'll see if we get 20 or 21. Daniel Llewellyn has passed his teammate up to the 14th spot now as Quinn Newton dropped out of the race. It's right on board with Lucas. Hayes, appreciate that resub, my friend. 13, I don't know why I said 13, 31 months. I got dyslexic for a second. Appreciate you there, Dalton. Can't say Lucas isn't pushing hard. He got the right side wheels out in the grass on the braking there. Got a little spicy. Hoytsma reeling in Ethan Evers to put him a lap down in 12th. See him being extra cautious. Lap traffic's been a little unkind to him this season. He'll get Ethan to the inside here, going through the kink. Now he'll have to go after Mike Edwards in the 14. See Scher locking up the right front. Somehow Scher got the load shifted over to the left, going down into that corner. Impressive to do.
Was that a bit scary in your rear view?
Yeah.
Chair locks up again. Yeah, we're still out of shape. I think Lucas will be able to overtake him here. Oof, nearly contact. Is that Daniel Llewellyn up ahead too? We got 5 cars on the screen at the same time. First time since we started the race. Hoytson makes his way through. Now the 2 cave cars can continue their battle for 11th. Oh, Ethan gets in the back. Edward shoots him into the corner. Oh, my drivers. They're entertaining. I think it's time to go have a chat.
Can hit him.
What are y'all doing?
Oh, hello?
Listen, this freaking asshole right here.
Just turn on to watch the YouTube race each other, and then BAM! Pounded him into turn 20.
We're having fun.
I see that. Letting Cher get away.
Oh, shit.
And then you go straight through the S's.
Who makes those anyways?
The people who made the track.
I clearly don't. I go over them.
That's how you get airborne going over one of them.
Jeremy's ass is mine, though.
Oh. How do you feel about this, Jeremy?
Terrified.
You were at me in Martinsville last night.
Oh, payback. That's right. Go ahead and get him.
Oh, made him lock up the left front. He's driving scared. And Mikey didn't know how to hit the gas pedal correctly.
We don't got no tires left.
I was wondering why no one pitted halfway except for Carr. Like, these things are going to handle terrible by the end of the race if you don't take tires. But Hoysa says the tires don't matter here. I think he lied.
Well, he seems to be doing really well.
Well, every time I watch him, he's stepping out the back end every which way, so he's just handling it better, I'm guessing. It's definitely entertaining to watch. Oh, Cher, that's not how it works.
Oh, hello, buddy.
Yeah, no, that's getting hard.
Mikey, there's a turn there.
This is terrible.
It's entertaining. Well, thanks to Lucas, you guys have one last lap to do.
That is true.
Yeah, should be excited about
How
that.
much time we got left?
9 minutes, 23 seconds.
I have no tires. I'm rim riding.
I'm going to leave that one alone and move on to another chat. Yikes. Anytime Edwards mentions rim, you probably want to change the topic. So Edwards with Cher's mistake moves up to 10th, Evers 11th, Cher 12th. Lilith Peters is starting to run in Terrio again. So they both catch Daniel Llewellyn. This would be the battle for second. Peters putting the pressure on. There's the gap up to Terrio. Looks like Peters had to go around Llewellyn there. Someone spun up ahead. I believe that was Ethan Evers. Gave RP Toyota. So Peter's trying to run down teammate Peter Dario. Evers up out of the groove again in the 26. Going to allow both these cars through. Not for position.
Just Daniel.
Tires definitely becoming an issue for these cars. You're seeing everybody dance around now.
Thank you, Buck.
Okay.
I didn't make it easy on myself.
There you go, a bit cleaner
Yeah,
line
women
through
text
there.
you way out there.
Up ahead, you still watch that battle for 10th as we watch the battle for 2nd at the same time. Edwards now back to 10th. Work our way through the carousel. Down into 19. Peters misses 19. It's going to cost some time. Dario going to get by both of those Fort Worth Screen esports machines. Now Peters has to find a way through. Going to go to the inside. Bit of a late break. Going to go out wide on exit. Edwards going to cut back under. Share stays out wide for Peters. So Peters gets one of the cars, but loses quite a lot of time to Terrio. That gap now almost 3 seconds again. Every time Peters gets close to Terrio, something comes up. He gets spread out once again. Wouldn't you know it, the closest battle on track is still Edwards and Cher, even with the car between them. There is Cher. To get down to the final 5 minutes of the race, Cher right there knocking on the door for 10th. Like Cher checked up there going into the braking zone, like didn't want to try and overtake the 14. Under 5 minutes to go. Edwards gets way out wide. He turned 15. He can get out wide there and keep momentum, but he decided to slow it down and try to get back on track. Through the 3 turns and make up the carousel, down to 19 once again. Battle for 10th, the only one close on track. Every other battle is 3 seconds or more. So why we're hanging out here the whole time. Thought Cher might try to send it up the inside there, didn't quite get there. Just for fun, let's go here and look backwards. Oh, there's a 1 car coming through. Ian Monchos, the 4th place machine, makes his way through the lap traffic. See the autism awareness ring there, infinity loop. Montrose goes on by. Now the battle for 10th can resume. Peters not making quite as much ground up as previously had done on the 30. Still relatively close, but not as close as the half second that it was. Eight seconds back to Montrose, 3 seconds from there to Cleaver. Another 6 seconds to Bikey. And almost a minute from Mikey to Carr. Carr's actually lost ground. A little surprising. Gallimore in 8th. Horton 9th. Mike Edwards holding on to 10th right now. Murr with the hydrate. We got you, buddy. I went and got a drink just for you right before the race. There we are. Freshly hydrated. A share gets back by Edwards. It's 10th place battle. Just being the most entertaining thing of this race so far. It's the 2-car Cody Cleaver laps them. I like this view through the S's. Cool looking. Shearer overshoots the corner. Edwards going to be able to close in. And put the power down, head down to turn 11 through the kink. Race leader Lucas Huisma currently on lap number 20. It's showing me that we get 21 here, so I think we'll get the white flag when he gets to the line. He's off turn 20, heading back to start finish. There is the white flag, so yes indeed. White flag in the air. Doesn't show on our timer yet, but showed there on the stand. The flagman was waving that white flag hard as he could. There's the official white flag on our ticker. There you go, still holding off Peters with that gap down close to half second. The two teammates have gotten back in close proximity once again. So the only car to actually come down pit road was Jackson Carr in the 54. Currently in 7th. Never was able to make up that ground on Bikey. But is 10 seconds ahead of Gallimore. There you go. Big out of shape with the 30 here. Is going to give a run to Peters. Peters right into the back bumper. Teammates making contact there through the turn 10 kink. Ontario locking up that left front, dragging it along. Fine, Huisma going through the carousel. Huisma on a cruise. 34 seconds up right now. Goes to turn 19. Through the short chute down to 20. Huisma is going to bring it off the final corner onto the front stretch, and Huisma going to pick up the win in the 97 Labor 12 Chevy. This is the battle for second as they head out of 15 into the 16, 17, and 18 through the carousel. Dario has a decent lead here. 8/10 the gap. Would require a mess up by the 30 at this point to lose that second place. Peters tried hard there in the 0-1, but just not quite able to get there. And there is second and third across the line. Here comes Montrose, going to pick up fourth. He crosses the stripe. And then Cleaver in the number 2. He'll pick up a top 5. You have Bikey and Carr. Bikey has Edwards right behind. Bikey smacks the inside wall as he finishes 6th. Jackson Carr in the Monster Camry.
Great man, Lucas.
A little bit wide going through the stadium.
Oh! Desirable!
Much the 54 soldiering on their lap.
Nice shot, Lucas. Grab some of that, Luke. Thanks, guys.
And Carr into final corner. Makes a left onto the front stretch. Across the line, Jackson Carr gets that 7th place. Gallimore gets by Llewellyn there. It's not for position. Llewellyn just trying to get to the finish. Gallimore through the final corner, across the stripe. Gallimore gets 8th. And Daniel Llewellyn, our final car across the line. Every car now has finished the race. Oh man, 8 cars on the lead lap. Lucas Hoytsma really put it on him. You see Lucas backing it down the front straightaway. Oh man, his left front is destroyed. Let's see what happened to Lucas. I'm sure it was some post-race celebration. Let's go ahead and get top 3 of the waiting room. Go ahead and chat with the 0-1 of Lilith Peters. DG in the booth, you got a copy? Hello, hello. Well, we made it through the race. We finished 3rd there. Every time it looked like you were getting close to Peter for 2nd there, you'd have some kind of issue or traffic would get in the way. Then you'd have to go back and start all over, reeling them back in again.
Yeah, it was frustrating, but I also kept making mistakes, so I'll take the 3rd.
Team 4, you got those friends, family, and sponsor shoutouts for us tonight?
Just like to thank my team, Peter and Justin, the Bean team. We're doing pretty good this season, and I hope I can make the playoffs.
Yep, the Beans are doing good. All right, well, congrats on the 3rd place run tonight. Good points tonight for you, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, bye.
It is Lilith Peters in the 0-1, bringing it home in 3rd. Now we'll go get Peter. There you go, in the 30. Peter, DG in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you.
Well, sir, looked like your teammate, Peters, was trying to give you a bit of a fight there, but every time they would get close, you'd have to have something go on traffic or a little mistake, and then you'd get some breathing room again, and then they'd run you back down. Were you worried at all about losing your 2nd place?
Yeah, I was. She was very fast, and she was more consistent than I was. I was locking it up more often, and just the setup I'm not a big fan of. I like this track, just not a big fan of the setup. But yeah, I didn't want to lose the spot. More of like a pride thing. I was saying in the race, I was talking to her, and I was like, if it was a super speedway or whatever, losing to a teammate's not that big of a deal. But at a road course where it's pretty much all skill, I don't like finishing behind teammates. So I was pretty adamant I'm gonna try and stay ahead of her. But it basically feels like a kind of a win because Lucas was. We all knew coming into this he was gonna gap us by what was it, like 50 seconds.
Yeah, ended up 38, somewhere in there. Yeah, 36.
Yeah. Obviously he won, but and what a phenomenal job from him. But I mean, I felt like most of the race, the battle was, or at least the second half of that, we had a pretty good battle for 2nd. And I thought she might get me there on the last lap. I made that one mistake coming in the out of that really fast, like I think it's turn 8 it is, or turn 9. I think it's turn 9.
You came out of 9 pretty slow, and then through the kink turn 10 is right on your back bumper.
Yeah, because I clipped the grass and then the car like slid more into the grass, so I had to let off and drive it out of it. And she said that it was either hit me in the back bumper or wreck. So I'm happy she hit me in the back bumper because we were able to get the Bean team dual podium, which is our first for the team.
Sam 4, you got those friend, family, and sponsor shout-outs for us tonight?
Yeah, obviously my teammates, Lil Peters, Justin Horton. We're all kind of owners of the team, and we all enjoy racing with each other. Gotta thank you for broadcasting. I was watching it while racing because
Perfect.
I didn't have anything else to look at. Lucas wasn't there. I gotta thank the Ethan Evers for being the admin of this league, all the admins at SRL and owners and stuff like that, and then the people who came out to race tonight. It was is really good. I'm not gonna shout out iRacing for making such a bad setup.
Well, I have to tell you, just because everyone makes this mistake, it's Ethan Evers.
Oh, okay.
It looks like Evers. It looks like Evers, doesn't it? But it's Evers.
Okay. Well, now I'll know for next time. So when I butcher it, I'll know it's on purpose.
There you go. All right. Congrats on that second place run tonight, and we'll see you back here next week.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Man of the hour, Lucas Hoisman in the 97, picking up the victory. Nobody's surprised, but I mean, a little surprised that you did it by 36 seconds. That's crazy.
Man, I just love COTA, and it's by far my best road course. I mean, I did put 36 seconds in the field, but I wouldn't call myself the best road course racer. I think it's just this track mends with me really well, and this car especially, and just it made for one good night for me. But it's yeah, I mean it was fun overall, and shout out to the admins. The timed race was a good idea. Wasn't too long. Knew exactly when we were gonna end, and made it fun. And yeah.
10-4. Yeah, nice and easy, right? All right, bud, hit me with those friends, family, and sponsor shoutouts.
Shout out to M9 Performance, Labor 12, CTC Racing, Low Drag Esports, Ethan for putting this series on, and all the sponsors that make this happen. You for doing the broadcasting as always. The Green Flag interviews were fun, so if you ever want to do that again,
even on Ovals.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
All right, we'll keep it in mind. All right, bud.
All right.
Congrats on the victory tonight. Go enjoy it, and we'll see you probably tomorrow night, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, bud. Take care. Lucas Hoisman getting the victory tonight in the 97 Labor 12 M9 Chevrolet Camaro. Have to say thanks to our sponsors, Fort Worth Screen Printing, and the folks over there at fwscreen.com and fwspdesign.com. Head on over to those two websites. The first one is for all your custom-made needs, where you can create your own, and the second is for designs that are already made up. You can go in there, purchase some awesome John Garrett ARCA merchandise. We appreciate everything John does for our community. Thank you so much to them. Thank you all for being here tonight. We appreciate you joining our broadcast. If you're over on the YouTube, please drop a subscribe and like. That stuff is free to do, and it really helps us out in the metrics, so we'd appreciate you doing that for us. And yeah, over on the Twitch channel, we appreciate you hanging out as always live. Thank you guys once again so much for being here tonight. We'll see you back here next week. Let's take a quick look, see where we end up in the Cup Series next week. It won't be a road course, I can tell you that. I think there's only one on the schedule this season, and we have made it through that. Oh boy, we are headed to Bristol Dirt. We will be on the dirt at Bristol next week, so we look forward to that. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight, and we will see you next week.